All right, yeah, let's jump into this. So, welcome in, man. It's great to have Zach on the podcast. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on here. It's fun. I'm excited.
Awesome, yeah. No, it's been really fun watching you play this year. We've yet to have like the chance to play. Like maybe it's this weekend. That'd be
I hope
awesome.
so. Yeah,
Pool
that'd
or
be sick.
bracket, just like give us a chance, you know.
Yeah,
And it's funny
absolutely.
for like the people listening in, like we actually spoke about playing this tournament at one point a while ago, right? And like
Yeah.
that would have been funny too. Like we had never played against each other, but we're just like running this one. But yeah, man, I mean, you've been serving the hell out of the ball. That's been pretty sick to see. Do you feel like you put a lot of effort into the off season this year, or like you just didn't have the chance to play as much previous years? Because I feel like you've taken a big step from the past.
Yeah. So I kind of like last year, I took the kind of year to travel a lot. I moved to Colorado. I just wanted to explore like the entire West Coast and just see what was out there. But I was staying at a house with a nice backyard, so I spent months and months just practicing, getting ready because I knew I wanted to take a push. And Jacob and I had talked about running the season. So I was like, all right, I'm not qualified. Like I had qualified for Premier and I needed to requal. So I was like, all right, I need to be in good enough shape or like good enough at the game to requal and then jump right into Premier,
Yeah.
and actually push it for good. But no, I mean with serving, I when I started playing, I don't know, it was just the one aspect. I grew up playing baseball and my favorite thing to do was pitching. So serving to me was like pitching. It was like if pitching you throw curveballs and a curveball is basically the same motion as a reverse. And then a
Yeah.
fastball is like a cut, right? So it's like there's not as many different pitches, but I don't know. I just wanted to understand it and I studied just like the rotations and just understanding what works for my hand because everyone's hands are different and like what I could do to get the most torque out of it, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No, that's sweet. I mean, do you feel like you've seen a big difference between like the pro ball and the bigger balls? Because I feel like your
hmm,
sort of style in particular, like while you're probably a lot better with the pro ball in terms of just like the pace and like the how wide you can get it, it still feels like you're hitting like peak serves with either way. I mean, it's almost like you're just like powering through people, but how would you kind of describe like that adjustment you had to make?
okay. I took it for granted how small the pro ball was until we started playing with big ball. But I felt like with smaller balls, you didn't focus on how much you need to get the ball in your palm in order to make that
Mm,
awkward
yeah.
rotation, especially for a cut. So I don't know. The net hasn't changed size, but the ball has. So that means that room for error on that inside lane is smaller. So it was just consistency for me and trying to put in the work and just understanding the equipment. I will say that is hard because every tournament I'm playing with is a different ball, but it's just trying to get used to the majority of them.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Here's a fun question for you. Who do you think receives you the best out of anyone that you've played?
Ooh, anyone I played? It would be Jacob, 100%. I don't know. He's seen my serves the most, and typically on all our local tournaments, we play against each other. So I really enjoy that. It's super fun. We both kind of like don't like receiving each other, but then it's like super fun at the same time.
Yeah,
But yeah, I definitely say Jacob for sure.
that kind of
That's
makes
fun.
sense. I was gonna guess that, or like Andrew or Polk, just because you play against them a lot. But yeah,
Yeah, yep.
that's cool. So give me more like a little bit about like your background now going into the season and kind of your expectations going forward. So like it looks like you're in a really close position to make like the national team, especially if you have like a good result like this weekend or
Wow.
potentially
Okay.
like if you go to Salt Lake. You're like I don't know.
I didn't know.
But
I was like, I was hoping I was up there. It's a definitely a goal.
yeah,
Um,
man. Yeah, there's like I think it's top either 10 or 12. Probably like 12, maybe even more because they're doing like the USA versus Canada showdown, which I don't know how many people they're like taking for this, but
okay.
I want to say Jacob and yourself were in that like 11 to 12 range right now, which like you could end up being on it like pretty easily, like depending on how much they take, but it is cool
Okay,
because I think
sick.
Andrew's also in that position as well, where like if you guys have a good result, it could boost you forward, but
Yeah.
um, I guess I was gonna ask you like what your sort of goals were, but I mean, do you have a goal from here? Is it kind of just one tournament at a time, or are you looking like down the line?
No, down the line, I mean, ever since I started playing, like I guess kind of like you were saying, background, I think I started playing in 21 or 22. I just found it randomly, went to a tournament round and just got hooked, and it was fun. Qualified for Premier, and then I kept playing a lot. I just didn't play any seasons. So I would only play like the local ones, or like Richmond was like the farthest I go. But then I really wanted to try. I was like, I really feel like I could put up a shot to push. I want to make pro. Like, and Jacob and I talked, and we're like, I think we got a good shot at making at least pro division, like come nationals. And so we started playing the season, and we just clicked really well, and it just worked out. Like, he is such a fun player to play with. Like, he's just insanely athletic and just moves around the field really well. So I had to figure out how to play and to complement that, but also pick up in areas where it was most helpful, and kind of work together. Because I feel like that's the biggest thing to like have is like you're either a support player, a break player, or you're kind of both, and I'd rather be kind of both so I could contribute to both parts of the game. But definitely for goals would 100% be like making USA team for Pan America, or if not making that, making USA team for Worlds next year. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to, I want to be one of the best, and I want to know what it takes there. So every tournament I play is just trying to understand that. So yeah, biggest goal right now, we want to win nationals. Like, that's our biggest goal. We have our eyes set on it, and we're going to do as much as we can to get there. So that'd be
Awesome,
cool.
man. Yeah, no, that's great to hear. I love you like shooting for that, and think you're on a really good route for it.
Appreciate you.
So I said it earlier, not to glaze you more, but I really think you're like one of the best servers right now. Like, putting you on the spot here again, who are your top five servers that you've played against? And it could be maybe just give me three if it's easier, but like
Okay.
who are the best servers that you struggle with most, or like you just think are the best?
Ooh, it's hard because I really haven't played against a lot of pros. Like, but if in my opinion, like personal best servers, one of the hardest ones I would say, was Will at one point. I remember playing against Will. Will's just a really good dominant server. I feel like he understands more or less how to fake out and how to
Yeah.
convince his opponent. For instance, like you spin the crap out of the ball. Like you don't spend too much time faking it, but you just know your angles and you know your percentages on what you're gonna hit. Second serve cut or like whatever it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like it's understanding different servers. Grant Clapp, of course, I think I always saw his serves as a lefty, but I saw his serves and I was like, I want to go wider. Like that's my goal is like I want to hit wider serves, and he's taller than me, he's longer than me, so I'm trying to figure out how that. So I'll say Grant Clapp, Thomas Hamilton, um, and Vinny. I've always looked up to Vinny. Vinny was I that's it. I had a hard time receiving him
Benny, okay.
at the first pro ASL 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
No, it's sweet. It kind of has me reminiscing, man, like all these people that have like kind of slowly like dipped
I
away from the
know.
sport. Like this past weekend, Grant played with the bigger ball for the first time, and it was just like kind of funny to watch. Like he hadn't played with like since last year, and now he's trying to hit all the same serves, but it like is so hard to do when it's your first tournament doing that. And yeah, and like Vinny, I don't even know if he's playing around that anymore, but um,
Jeez.
no, man, that's you make a good point about Will too, because like I think he's one of the best fakers,
Yep.
um, and just hits it so consistently. Like he's gonna land it. It's just a matter of like, can you stay patient with him, and then can you like, you know, keep your footwork up. I feel like he like tests footwork pretty well. So I mean, let's jump into the preview for this tournament this weekend. So. Um, we got tons of teams. Like I'll kind of list off like the top teams, and we
Okay.
can, like talk through each one if we want. But
Yeah, let's do
yourself and Andrew. So how did this team kind of come together? Tell me about it.
yeah, so well, it's cool because we're all of us are on a pro league squad together. So we kind of all have somewhat of a chemistry playing with each other, but Greer is the one I've played with the least. But it works out because Polk Polk has other stuff going on. He's getting ready to get married, so he's got to prioritize that. And then Jacob couldn't play because he's really prioritizing work. So just schedules were conflicted or whatnot. And then so it was just I would just ask Greer. I was like, hey, do you want to play? Like it'd be fun. And he's like, yeah, it's a majar. Like it's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
major, it's a regional. It's great points either way. So if we can make it work, I'd love to make it work. So I'm excited.
That's sweet. Like I said, hope we can play, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, next team we got is or I guess myself and Henry. We'll just talk through.
Dude,
Like
I'm
I
stoked.
yeah, I've never played with Henry. We actually
Okay.
played one pickup game together, so I guess if that counts, like we've played like one pickup game, and then I think we lost that pickup game too. So hopefully we'll just carry some momentum in. I feel like we've both been playing pretty well like as of late.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a matter of like piecing it together and figuring out like defense and trying to see like how we want to attack teams because I think we have different styles, but there's some overlap with our styles too. So
Okay.
yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I really don't know too much about him as a player, other than like he's kind of like pretty much all around, and apparently his defense is really good. Like I've never never even really seen him play too much. So yeah, no, it'll be fun to play with him. Um,
Yeah, no, I got the chance to play him in New York, and that was
oh,
really
sweet.
fun. So I got to play him in Sunny. Sunny's cracked. That's just
Oh yeah,
he's just so fun to watch. But yeah, I was really impressed with Henry. He's just all around like a really good fundamental player. He's got good serves, but I just think he's just aware of his surroundings and he knows where his touches are and where his like hot spots are.
yeah, yeah. No, that's cool. It's funny. I play with a lot of people who always like prefer that when they get the soft touch or like they're setting the ball and they don't see where the net is, they're always like, "Clap for me. I need you to tell me where the net is." And I'm the exact opposite. I always like know where the net is. Like I have pretty good spatial awareness.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
never needing someone to clap and stuff. And it's like uncomfortable for me to have to do that. Like
yeah.
so hopefully hopefully Henry, you say he has good spatial awareness. Hopefully that's the case. Uh,
Yeah, that's
no, that's funny.
that's funny.
But yeah, next team we got is Etienne and Dan. That's a fun little
Yeah.
matchup team. Um, both have won a tournament this year. Dan's won multiple. Um, did you get the chance to play either one of them in New York?
Yeah, I played Etienne and Will.
Okay.
Yeah, Jacob and I lost 22-24. So
That's
it
yeah.
was really tough. Yeah, no, but it was a good game. I think that's such an like insanely good defensive team.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like it's important to have some more serve pressure, and I feel like they put on or their serves are a little slower on their second serves, and so it's kind of predictable.
Yeah,
For
it'll
four players that put away every time.
it'll be interesting because with Etienne, like I know he was hating serving with the Atlas ball, and so he'll get to play with like this Premier Spike ball.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
played him recently in the Windsor tournament in Canada, and I was trying to play with the Premier Spike ball at the time because I was like, hey, like in Chicago, we're going to be using these, and he was like banning it. He was like, we're playing with Atlas, right? Like, but yeah, like I was just like, yeah, like Chris like is off to the side, and he's like, dude, I don't want to play. I don't want to play with Atlas. Like that's what Etienne wants. And I like brought him to the side, and I was like, Chris, let's beat Etienne with his ball.
Yeah, fair
he
enough.
he was like, fuck it, let's do it. So yeah, like that'll be fun to see how he bounces back. And then I play Dan all the time in pickup, so I have a good understanding of his game, but have had mixed results against him. Yeah, that'll be like you said, like a tough defensive team, like tough to hit around.
Yep.
Um, it'll be interesting to see who brings more serve pressure on that team. Like I almost feel like it's Dan, but
Yeah.
then at the same time, like they one of them might end up swinging out on second, and one of them might be tapping it on, and I have no idea. It could be either one. So
Yeah, that's true.
uh,
It's unpredictable.
yeah, yeah. So they'll be a fun team. And then next one we got is, well, actually, do you know who Ravi Kandula is, or should I skip them?
Ravi's an old player, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
he's like an old head. Yeah, yeah, I know who Ravi is.
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, no. So Ravi's playing with Joey Reynolds.
Okay.
They'll be solid. Like I don't know like when the last time Ravi has played, so that'll be like the big question mark. But Joey's been
Yeah.
been pretty good this year.
I think it'll be interesting for them to play too with a larger no hit zone and a boundary if they haven't tested it out.
Yeah,
I think that's bigger to get used to than a bigger ball.
that's
That's
true.
hard.
I mean, Ravi used to crank it really hard, so I don't know how
Yeah.
he'll adjust to a boundary. But um, next notable team to go through. So we got Cliff and Nick Ivanko, they're trying to make a push for pro and USA and all that. Like I think they're
Okay.
both in like the mix. So have you played either of them this year or not really?
Yeah, yeah. I played Nick in ASL, and then I played Cliff New York. That was a that was such an interesting pool play. But yeah, Cliff is great. He's fun, man. I love his energy at the game, and he's quick. His serves are quick.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. His toss is really fast. Like,
and it's
yeah.
wild. It almost seems unethical, but then again, it works. So like, I can't say anything.
And I don't know
Um,
if he's lefty or righty. Like
I
I feel
can't
like
tell.
yeah, no, I think he is righty, but his left is
Okay.
almost better than his right.
Yeah. And then Nick, yeah, I didn't. Maybe I haven't seen him play too much. I wonder if they play super well together. I don't know. Hopefully, get to play him or see how they play. I'm
Yeah,
excited to watch them play though.
we played them in Chattanooga in quarters, and it was a weird series. I mean, this was back with Pro Ball and like Package A and all that, but
Yep. Yep. Okay.
we won game one like pretty handily. Like maybe it was like 6-15 or 16 or something like that. And then game two, we were up for most of it, and then they came back and won in extras like all the way at the end. And it was like, wait, what the heck? They just like took it to extras and then we lost.
Interesting.
And then we went to game three, and it was almost like no one wanted to win. It was like 10-10 and nothing had happened. And then I think we just made a few plays down the stretch and we won. But that would imagine how different this year would be if they made it to semis and they were playing Dawson and Ben. And then imagine like you guys had beaten Cliff Farm and like the finals were like Cliff and Nick versus you guys. And like it's so crazy how 1 to 2 points changes the course of everything.
Yeah, that would have been insane. I know.
But yeah, so next team we got is Gabe and Ryan Gross. So second tournament that they've played together this year. They actually didn't win the first one.
Right. Yep.
Clip Farm almost took a game, right? Like
Yeah.
it was like 28-26 or something like that.
Yeah. That was a
Um,
super sick game to watch. That was fun.
yeah, and so that'll be interesting to see how they bounce back. I don't think Gabe's actually won a tournament this year, so he's probably wanting to win one. And then when they played together previously, it was with the Pro Ball in Orlando, so I imagine both of them get a little bit of a buff with the bigger ball.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I agree. Just watching their play styles like from New York, and then also watching you play with Gabe in Atlanta. Yeah, I think Gabe for sure got buffed with bigger ball and Ryan. So I think that's like one of the scariest teams that's
yeah,
going for sure.
yeah, no, absolutely. And then we got Connor and Josh coming back. That'll be a fun team to play. I don't know how much Josh has been playing with bigger ball. I assume Connor has, but I assume Josh has too. I just don't know like really what they've been up to this year. That's like a huge question mark for me is like how
Yeah,
they'll play. They played in what's it called, Chattanooga, of course, and you guys took them out. So that's like the last time I think they played a tournament this year.
yeah, I know because Connor he played with Dan. He beat you and Tyler, right, in
Yep.
LA.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Josh, I don't know if he wasn't at that tournament, but I don't know if he's played other ones. Um,
Yeah, I haven't heard of any.
and then we got Party Foul, so they've played a lot this year. Another team kind of on the verge for Team USA type qualifications if they have a good performance. But
Hmm.
um, Kyle and Cole, I think their best result is the third in LA. Could be wrong about that, but I think yeah they'll be tough. I mean, I just played with Kyle this past weekend. He's a really good boundary player. Sort of honestly like Jacob, he does a lot of the same things. Like just really quick, but also a good server and just fundamentally sound.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then Cole has been really good all year too, so they'll be tough.
Yeah, no, I know. We played them in round of 16 in New York. So, and I played Kyle a ton this year. He's great to play. He's a tough player though. I don't look forward to playing him. He's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard to read him, man.
it is. That's why I played with him last weekend, so I didn't have to play
Fair
against him.
enough.
But yeah, we got a couple other teams to mention. So Rogue is back. They'll be legit, of course. Like they're definitely the team I have my eyes on. Probably mostly everyone has their eyes on, but I've played against both of these players as individuals this year. Not of course, or like not as a team, of course. They'll be tough. I mean, it's going to be hard for really anyone to beat them, but it's possible, of course. And especially with equal serving, where both of them can't get on runs as individuals, it'll
Yeah.
be super important for them to just apply constant pressure.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I mean that'll be a tough, fun game if we get to play them.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you about because I saw you played Ryan in the finals.
Yeah.
How was he with bigger ball and boundary? What did he adapt really well, or like how
Yeah,
did
yeah,
it?
he's great. I mean he transitions like really well into bigger ball and boundary because like
Yeah.
he's a very clean player, so he's not going to make really any mistakes. Like the mistakes he makes are never like setting or hitting errors. Like they're almost always he's like over swinging on serve and
Mm.
going for too much. Um, and it's honestly kind of similar with Thomas, although like I think Thomas is maybe like marginally more mistake prone, but Thomas's serves like are a little bit more peak because he hits it slightly harder than Ryan. Like Ryan's gonna go for like more consistent, wider serves, and then Thomas is gonna like hit a wide serve, but it's gonna be fast. And it's not gonna jump as much as Ryan's.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's like they're both like good at their own style. Ryan's still really good in with bigger ball. Like I'll be interested to see like who kind of outplays the other
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that matchup because I feel like they're pretty comparable players.
That's dope. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, then we got Dawson and Ben. Have you played them this year?
Yeah, we played them for the third place round in
Oh,
Chattanooga.
right. Okay.
So got to play them. And I played Ben in Harrisonburg too. So got to play both of them a decent amount, and it's fun. That's a good team. They're both solid players.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. I played them, I think, only with the pro ball, but yeah, no, they'll be a tough team too. And then Pax playing with Jacob, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. They're good.
just played them in Windsor, but yeah, this will be a really fun tournament. So I guess from like a predictions point of view, who you got is like one, two, three, and all. Or I guess let's do it where you predict not including yourself, and then I'll
Yeah.
predict not including myself, and we can go from there.
Okay. I've got Gabe and Ryan at one.
Wow. Okay.
Um, yeah, I got them at one. I got Rogue at two,
Okay.
and then I think with experience and just watching Henry play, I got you and Henry at three.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Sweet, man.
that would
Um,
be my.
that's sick. I appreciate it. But
Yeah, man.
we'll have to try to back it up. Hopefully Henry and I do better than your prediction is my hope. But
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, no, let's. So then I think for me, I'm gonna go. Oh man, is this like so chalk? This is probably really chalk what I'm gonna say, but my prediction is gonna be Rogue one, um, Ryan and Gabe at two,
Okay.
and I'll go. I don't think Etienne and Dan are gonna beat Connor and Josh. I think Connor and Josh beat Etienne and Dan.
Okay.
Although just because of like the way that their team works and like how they're gonna apply way more pressure. So I'll have Jarvis taking third. I obviously like of course think you guys have a really good chance. Like if you get matched up with like an Etienne Dan or like a Jarvis in like quarters again, you're the
hmm
type of team that could like kind of shock them. But yeah, man, this is it's been fun chatting.
maybe we get to play each other. I don't know. I feel like the first time we're gonna play is I'll probably just play with you. I don't think we're
Yeah,
ever gonna play
exactly.
against the
Like
other at this point.
we're
So
not ever playing again. Yeah.
fair enough,
Or we'll
man.
just forever have that pickup in Florida back in the
Oh
day.
my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like 2, 3 years ago. Heck yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Sweet
All right,
dude.
cool.
Well, no, this has been really fun. I'll see you tomorrow night, or I guess like whenever you get in. Of
Yeah, man. All right, safe travels. Thank you, man, for having me. I appreciate it.
course, man.
Peace.